Hello again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Jupiter in conjunct the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in a natal chart. They were a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Jupiter in conjunct the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart, an adjustment, which is the inconjunct aspect, may be needed between expanding horizons, which is Jupiter, and things you have an intense passion and desire for, which is the Black Moon Lilith. Now, one or the other may be overemphasized. The key is to find balance, harmony, and equilibrium between the two. What could happen is you may be so dominated by expanding horizons to the expense of what you have that intense passion and desire for, or it could be vice versa, the other way around. You may be so dominated by, matters, activities connected with what you have the intense passion and desire for to the expense or exclusion of expanding horizons. So again, it's about finding the balance in harmony with the energy, because when you have inconjunct aspects in the natal chart, it could be a lot of vacillation and distortion of energy. Can be very extreme. And let's say, for example, if the Black Moon Lilith, say, is in the zodiac sign Cancer, as an example, those things you have the intense passion and desire for may simply be home, introverted activities, activities, endeavors associated with family. It could be doing something, with cooking, baking, working in a Cancerian field, such as real estate, home renovation, remodeling, home decoration. It could be working as a lifeguard, as some examples. Plumbing, laundry business even. Now another thing too about Jupiter in conjunct the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart, and how it may manifest in this chart. It could be, or there may be an imbalance, which is the inconjunct aspect between activities with in-laws and foreigners, which is Jupiter, and those that play a provocative role in your life, which is the Black Moon Lilith. You may be dominated by one or the other. It could be where the activities with in-laws and foreigners may monopolize your time to the expense, of those with, that play that prominent or provocative role in your life, or it could be the other way around. It could be those that play that prominent or provocative role in your life may dominate and monopolize your time to the expense or exclusion of the activities with in-laws and foreigners. So again, it's about finding the balance, the equilibrium and the harmony with the energy. Now, let's say, for example, if the Black Moon Lilith is in Leo. Now, those, people that play the provocative role in your life, one or more, may actually be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are dignified, prideful, generous, magnanimous, extravagant, can be showy, flamboyant, attention-seeking, but may also be, overly, could be arrogant, egotistical, as well. So, now another thing too is that as far as Jupiter in conjunct the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart, it may also be expressed in having too much or too little exuberance and enthusiasm, which is Jupiter, for those things you have, and again, that strong passion and desire for, and sometimes even an obsession for, which is the Black Moon Lilith. So, there may be times you may have extreme exuberance and enthusiasm for those things you have, the intense passion and desire for them. Other times you just may be very apathetic, and there's no emotion whatsoever in connection with those things. Now, let's say, if the black moon Lilith is in Scorpio, as an example, those things you have, again, the intense passion and desire for, sometimes even an obsession or fixation for, possibly, can be tied in. It could be, matters of support. It could be locksmithing, psychology, the occult, which includes astrology, some other things. May include recycling or matters, even with taxes, working on them in some cases, or insurance-related matters. Deep research, investigation, solving crime, getting to the bottom of things, as some examples. Now, also, too, another way this aspect may manifest in a natal chart is there may be too much or too little optimism, which is Jupiter, in terms of attempting to embrace the higher level of the black moon Lilith placement. So, let's say, if the black moon Lilith is in Aquarius, as an example, the higher level of the placement may simply be, connected with making important contributions. It could be to astrology or innovation or work that involves, computers or electronics, humanitarian, altruistic endeavors, as some examples, and getting away from, of course, the negative, manifestation of the placement. And the black moon was in Aquarius, the negative, manifestation of the dark side of it could be, maybe causing some kind of dissension in, an Aquarius-related community, such as an astrology community, or one that's associated with astronomy or computers, or even causing issues for others, online, as some examples. Now, another thing too is, another way this aspect may be expressed is that the law, which is Jupiter, may either be, extremely beneficial to you dealing with formidable adversaries, which is the black moon laws, or they may be no help whatsoever. So again, you can have a lot of vacillation, with this energy. There may be times when the law may be exceptionally advantageous to you in dealing with, the powerful enemies that may be committing crimes against you. And other times you may just see it as like these people involved in the law, again, such as police officers, may be apathetic, or for whatever reason they're just no, help, to you. So, if the black moon Lilith, say, is in Gemini, those enemies, those powerful enemies, maybe people that may have, plagiarized your work or stolen from you, maybe forged something of yours. If the black moon Lilith is in Taurus, is another example, maybe tied in with some theft of money, or people may be very, stubborn, obstinate, persistent people. It could be those, that, maybe you were a victim of a monetary crime by one of those people, such as extortion, embezzlement, as some examples. And another thing, too, about this aspect is that the strong erotic sexual side, which is the black moon Lilith, may either be very, easily expressed with foreigners if you have an attraction to a foreigner, which is Jupiter, or there may be tremendous difficulty in doing so. So, if the black moon Lilith, is in Virgo, as an example, it could be where, that strong, erotic sexual side, may be, it could be for, somebody, that's very, analytical, cerebral, intellectual, or it may be expressed in a very, kind of perfunctory, Virgo-like manner, almost like just as like, like going to work, basically. And also, too, Jupiter-related people may either be very advantageous or no help at all in dealing, with the negative manifestation of the black moon Lilith placement. And let's say, the black moon Lilith, say is in Libra as an example. The negative manifestation of the placement may be, expressing a superficial charm or causing, someone that causes disruptions, dissension in others' relationships, as some examples. It may be, trying to balance the scale, so to speak, but not, in the way that a lot of people may be accustomed to, like an eye for an eye kind of thing, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edward, I'm saying